massive collection of raw talent. And here we are. Each one of us is unique in our interests, creative processes, perspectives, but we share the same common design foundations and principles. The last 4 years have bonded the class of 2008 together, and Splice marks the last step as students, and our first as professionals, interweaving our way into the design industry and eager to make new connections or unite with existing ones. Let this show be proof that we are ready. We work well together and as individuals. As teams, we organize a variety of complicated ideas and reduce them to final products, our show is Splice. And amongst the throng of panels, you will see the diversity that our class brings. Even though we took the same classes, our approach to each brief shows that although our goals were similar, we each can communicate and idea differently and effectively. In a more literal sense, Splice means to join together, the intervening strands, to unite. But on a more personal note, and I'm sure I'd also speak on behalf of the rest of the graduating class, it means to reunite. Reunited with Grace and Abby, lost. Television in general, who cares what's on? Reunited with weekends where we don't need to worry about what's due on Monday morning at 8 a.m. Reunited with food that isn't prepared under harsh heat lamps or delivered to our doors at 4 a.m. under 40 minutes or it's free. Reunited with crisp clean sheets stretched over welcoming mattresses, soft pillows for our weary heads to sink into as we all drift peacefully into the one thing we all miss most, sleep. We will be reunited with these things, right? Well, while you sift through the mounds of business process documents, establish connections, collect business cards, pins, and other paraphernalia, just remember that we are aware that although sleeping patterns may return to normal for a little while, that it doesn't always stay that way. We've grown accustomed to that. We are aware that meals become interruptions, and we've also bought stock into importance in the second cup. We know not to show our least favorite solution to a client, and we've all faced with the pinwheel of death and persevered. And as we move on and move away from each other as a class, we'll all be taking different paths. Some of us are off to grad school, some of us like YSCN so much that we'll be sticking around another year, and some of us have found or are looking for careers. But wherever we go, all of our paths will always interweave. We'll always be stranded together. Thank you.
He's the chairman and CEO of DWM Partners.
He is best known for providing innovative retail solutions for clients, such as Home Depot, Safeway, Loblaws, Walmart, Nestle, Kraft, and a few.
Please help us welcome Don Watt.
I'm really delighted to be here to talk to you all, and thank you for inviting me. It's quite a special thing. I love seeing students work, and incidentally, this is a great show. Great space, well done, good stuff on the wall. Good stuff on the wall. I just have a 4-hour talk that I want to talk about, and I'm going over a lot of painful details, so just hang on. The first thought I want to really leave with you is that creativity and intellect do not always exist in parallel. They may be close and they may be far apart. And when they're far apart, you could have an extremely creative individual who's not very intelligent, and therefore that's where the reasoning gap develops. And you might have the client may want a purple cow, and the person might give them a green pig. And if the client asks, why did you do that? That's not what I asked for. He said, it just happened. And so reasoning has a little bit of value. On the other hand, there's weakness in reasoning too. You could have a highly intelligent individual who is not very creative, and there's nothing to reason about. So what we have here is a situation where you all are going to be working with a team of people out in the real world. And you're going to have people who are intellectually strong and who have more of a business background to support you. And you don't have to throw your ideas onto the table with the knowledge that you're trying to meet a series of very clear objectives. The client has a need in the marketplace. If he didn't have a need, he wouldn't be calling you. And you have to find out what that need really is, and then try and solve it. And the first thing you have to do is, if you're talking about a product or a brand or a package, and you then maybe the best thing to do to start with is go out and look at the stores where these products exist and see how they compare to each other on the shelf. And when that happens, you then see what is different from looking at your design on a piece of paper or on a computer, and the difference between what happens when it's sitting in a sea of noise and color. And so the first most important thing you have to think about for your design in that situation is, am I more visible than everybody else? Can I guarantee to command the attention of whomever is walking by? Now, after you figure that out, then you have to say, how can I establish the character of the product? How can I clarify the brand that represents the product? How can I put all of this together so that it's a cohesive whole that makes the customer want to reach out and pick it up? So the good design is one that people reach out and take and like enough to buy over something else.
There's a lot more environmental focus.
Which is good, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's just more, I mean, you can see where they're trying to push the students maybe, I don't know. And
now, how long ago did you graduate? Was it just 2 years ago?
3 years actually.
3 years.
2005.
And in that time, there's been a huge push on the environment.
I think so, yeah.
Was there any at all in your year?
I don't remember there being.
You get there. So as you get out into the world, you may have had some experience in this at school, but you're going to find that in a specific office that you go to, wherever you wind up,
Nice to meet you.
there will be specific conditions in that marketplace that you will have to understand and meet. So all that being said, I have every confidence that you guys are going to be able to do a great job. And having seen what I've seen on the boards here tonight, all the best and good luck.
This is my workshop project, which is a live interactive game that you play downtown Toronto. So this is the activity kit, and it holds all the components, the trivia questions, scavenger hunt, the
I love scavenger hunts. I've done a bunch of them as an inventor.
You even get a bag.
And a bag, and so...
Carry scavenger hunt items.
Excellent. Very clever.
This is my Protect Seals poster. It won first place in 2006 in Canada.
Beautiful. Well done. In Canada overall?
Yeah.
Excellent. You're quite accomplished there.
And free food. And now we'll turn the floor to our guest band tonight, the Handsome and Young Trio.
Oh, and you are Ken.
I'm Ken.
Hello, Ken. What's your last name?
T-U. My full name is actually Kendrick, but some people find it hard to pronounce for some odd reason, so I just keep it Ken. And it commemorates the Air Force, Navy, the military, and the Army. And each one gets one. The top one here is the Canadian version of the Victoria Cross. This is the older one, and this is the one that you see today. And most of my work, actually, in fact, all my work, I try to incorporate a lot of illustration in it.